Okay, so here's step 3 of the forward and go with food. Now we're going to be adding the jumps. I am using 3. You can use 2. You can use 1 if that's all that you have. Just make sure that the reward is placed kind of far on the other side so that they actually have to go somewhere. It can't be super close. So again, if you're at this stage 3, you have done steps 1 and 2 and they are very strong and proficient in it. Do not move to adding the jumps until you have steps 1 and steps 2. All right? It's super important that you don't skip over steps. Your dog may be short-term successful, but not long-term successful if you skip over foundation steps. So again, I'm going to be using the treat and train so that I can reward. If you're using the bowl, you remember you just have to drop the food in, don't let them get it, take them with you, and go. Again, not the time to be working your start lines and all that kind of stuff if they don't already know it. If they have it and it can help you, I do use them. I'll put them in a stay, walk up, drop the food, go back, and then release them. But I have to be 99% sure that they are going to hold the position because I don't want to be training that and this at the same time. It's 2 separate things. So I'll move through these stages very quickly again because if you're here, they are already used to no handler movement and handler movement going. So this stage you always start with no handler movement, but you can add the movement in rather quickly because again, you've already done the first 2 stages. So we're gonna do 3 times. We're gonna have the first one, no handler movement. Second one, handler movement going forward. Third one, handler movement going to the side. Keep in mind that you always train things on both sides. I'm just showing you the steps and you can kind of build on them as you are working with your own dogs. All right, so here we go. Yay! Good job. Good job. Go. Go. Get it. Get it. Get it. Good job. Very good. Go. 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 Good job. Yay. Good job. Good job. Good job. Oh, sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. All right, so I added a bonus. What you'll see me doing with my dogs a lot since I train alone a lot and I don't always want to work their start lines is I have taught them to go around and go so that it can create a little bit of movement and speed. So that's something that comes useful as well. And you probably noticed the reason I'm using both my dogs in different situations is so you can see they're very different dogs. People see them and just think high drive border collies, but they have very different mindsets. Ray is all about the agility. She doesn't really like the rewards at the end. So getting her to drive to something has always been, and we continue to struggle with the challenge, but she will do it because I work on it. So don't give up if your dog right away doesn't want to drive to these things. Again, you keep them closer until they develop it and then you start moving it. So for her, she was driving down. You noticed a lot more drive from her when jumps were involved because that's more fun for her to actually get to do agility. Groot, just if you watch the toy video, he just likes to really go get his toy. So they're very different motivated dogs. He likes agility too, but he really, really loves his toy. So she kept driving down here, but kept veering off and finding toys that are placed around the yard. So I'll just bring back to what I said. You want to take away all those choices from them so that they aren't doing that, that they are driving to the one thing. So you want to just a clear area with you, the reward, no jumps, no other toys, no equipment. So wherever you can find a spot to do that would be great. All right. So those were the forward and go with jumps, with handler motion, and without.